I work in the most beautiful places with the most wonderful people because it's a real pleasure to take people on their vacation because that's when they're the happiest.
You know, the Alaska tour, and you have two twin bear cubs come to the side of your coach as you're touring with your group, and you're thinking, I couldn't have planned this better for them. But you're also as thrilled as they are, because when do you ever get to see the mother bear and two twin cubs playing next to your coach?
We don't mind repeating some of them because they're all so wonderful.
I still get goose flesh watching the Crystal Cathedral's Glory of Christmas pageant after 16 times.
But I think my most favorite trip that I do often is Australia, New Zealand.
Love Yosemite, Yellowstone. I love doing the national parks of the Southwest tours.
Domestic tours I've done the most is Trains Across Colorado, which is a glorious trip, glorious.
My favorite before the mystery tours were the Trains Across Colorado. I like that one. You got to ride on them old trains up in the mountains and everything.
And I love Williamsburg. We've been there several times. I love Williamsburg.
I've also done Savannah, Charleston quite a few times, which again is a wonderful trip.
And the gorgeous scenery and the train ride. So it was a beautiful trip, and so I was hooked.
I think one of the things I really like is that you pick people up at home, and that was a big deal for us, rather than have to go to an airport or whatever.
The pickup service, which really appealed to me.
Oh, that's a big feature. That's the biggest feature you can have. You don't have to worry about taking your car and parking it somewhere or something.
They pick you up and see that you get home. And
it's a wonderful, relaxing way to travel. He doesn't have to drive. I don't have to navigate. We don't get in arguments about where you were supposed to turn or not turn because somebody else worries about that.
I don't think I've ever shot more film than I did at the Balloon Festival. It was just amazing. I must have gone through 4 rolls of film that day.
I've been to every state except one. I'm still working on that, which is North Dakota.
And it was a very well done trip. Memphis, Elvis, we went to his home, Graceland, and Branson.
It's a part of America, I think, that isn't seen all over the United States. I think when you want that kind of entertainment, Branson is probably the only place to go for, you know, the old-fashioned country music.
It was so well done. It seemed like a couple of weeks. It was so much to do, and it was really all of like 4 or 5 days, and they filled it so well.
But then we had a lot of free time, too, that we could go walking and, you know, go to see what we wanted to see.
We've kind of talked our neighbors across the street into coming with us every once in a while. They went with us to Savannah.
Mayflower always, you know, has something going down there in Savannah. There's always a show that they take you to.
Every time you think of a city, you can think of someplace we've been with Mayflower. So we'll continue to travel with them, and I don't mind repeating.
You know, it's all about the, wait till you see this. You are going to be so surprised. You are not going to leave here unhappy.
It's funny because at one time Mary Stacknick said Carol's favorite tour is the one she just got off. And that's probably true because I do love them all.